Hey guys, I wanted to come and do the Homeschool Moms Connect video 2015 that was created by Tiffany Uzard. So I just want to share what the learning year has been for us since 2015 has come in. And I'm going to jump right into it because I don't want this video to be too long. So 2015 came in and my little guy turned 4. So I'm going to start with him. So the little one turned 4 and we have been continuing to work on handwriting, so practicing his letters, writing his name, which he's getting a lot better with writing his name. Thankfully, he has 4 letters in his name, so it's not too long. But so writing his name, he's shown interest in telling time, so we're doing that, and he's getting better with that. He knows 1 o'clock all the way to 12 o'clock. What he's struggling with right now is like 1:30 because he sees the 6 and that's still confusing him. So we're working on that, and I'm trying to figure out a way because a lot of things that he's learning and that we're teaching him is new for us as far as teaching, because we've never had to deal with this, and I don't even know if that's the right word to say, but we've never had to teach this with my oldest son because of his special needs. So my biggest thing is teaching the little one in a way to where he understands, and of course I understand, but to where I can help him understand. So we're working on that, but like I said, he can recognize 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's when we get into 1:30, 2:30. And right at this point, we're just going to keep it at that. We're going to keep it at the hour and half hour. I'm not ready to introduce, 15 past and a quarter, and I'm not ready for all of that yet. What else? We are still working on phonics, which he's doing better. So since he's doing better with his phonics, we have now introduced, with the words that he knows, we have now introduced 3-word sentences, and he likes that. And we also do 3-word sentences with his name at the beginning, so he likes that as well. With phonics and with a lot of his learning right now, it's a lot of learning through play and helping him realize that you can play and have you can play and learn, and he gets that. He knows that. The biggest thing with him is when he hears play, it's like, oh, I can just do whatever I want. It's free play all the time. And so we've been really working with him on, you can still play and have fun, but it doesn't always have to be loud and wild. You can sit down and play calmly and still have fun. And I don't know if it's just a boy thing, but when he gets going, he gets going. I mean, he just wants to play. And we were having some problems with that, with his learning as this year had came around, because he would not sit still. And we don't sit at the table. He's watching Pokio. We don't sit at the table. We normally sit on our living room floor. Try to make it, I don't want to say as relaxed as possible. That's not but just comfortable. Because I know him sitting in the chair, he would just fidget a lot. So, being able to sit on the floor and open his legs or cross them, I let him do that. But it's when he wants to spin around, and when I'm trying to set up something else, he just wants to run off and do something else. And it's like, no, you got to sit here and wait. And I even try to get him involved with helping me set up other stuff, or also let him pick what he wants to do next. Like, I'll give him an option. Do you want to do math right now, or do you want to do science? and I'll let him pick, and that's been helping us transition. But with him and with both the boys, I'm really learning, and I don't want to say really learning, but I am doing a lot better with being flexible, and not stressing. I'm like, okay, if we didn't do it, we didn't do it. I'm not stressing over what didn't get done. I'm appreciating what did get done. And the important thing is not just appreciating what got done, but did it get done to the best of its ability? Did I teach the little one to the best of my ability and help him understand? Did I do a better job today of dealing with the frustration, of dealing with the talking a lot? Because he does that too. It's like I'll ask him a question, he'll give me an answer, but then he'll kind of trail off. And sometimes that's okay, but then sometimes he'll just trail off to something that has nothing to do with what we're doing. And we have to reel that back. We have to reel that back in and say, okay, let's focus back on what we're talking about. And also just the being disobedient. I mean, I have to discipline while we're doing learning. He has to have time out sometimes. If he's just pushing the limit so far, it's like, okay, you need to go sit down and settle down. Get refocused. Sometimes I might stop the learning and we might stretch, or I'll have him run in place or do something to get that energy out. So I'm trying to, because I'm trying to have that balance where not everything he does that's not the way I want it to be done, or when he's being disobedient, that doesn't mean, oh, you have to go have time out. No, I'm learning to be flexible and say, you know what, maybe we just need to get that extra energy out. I don't know if I've already said this, but we're doing a lot of learning through play. If I already said that, I'm sorry that I'm repeating myself, but we're doing a lot of learning through play, and like in constructive play, and that's working for him. Because just sitting down a lot doesn't work for him, and he has to have his hands busy. And so when we are sitting, I'm making sure that if it's an activity, it's something where he can glue or stick, or he can pick up and flip, or he can stack, or just manipulate something with his hands. I mentioned phonics. Oh yeah, we're not doing the phonics book anymore. He just didn't take well to it. He was getting frustrated sitting there looking at the words in the book. So, I still go back to the book a little bit to like have him do the stories at the end. He'll do that, but when it came to the and words and the at words and the ap words, and it was like can and pan, he just did not like looking at the words in the book. So we had to ditch that, and we've been doing a lot of I have his phonics words on flashcards, and so he gets to pick up the word, read it, and then once he's read that word, he gets to put like an owl on that word. So he'll fly the owl over to the word that he read correctly and put it on the flashcard. And so he likes that. We also have set up a little exercise course in our living room where he had his basketball hoop, he had the trampoline, and then I had him do like other things like running in place, jumping jacks, push-ups. So it's like he would pick a word, and he would go over to the word, and then he would read it. And if he read the word correctly, he got to do some type of exercise, and he thought that was so fun. When he got to the basketball hoop, there was a word in front of the basketball hoop. He picked up the word, and oh, it says Pat, and he got to shoot. Try to make two basketball baskets. That's what I'm trying to say. He got to shoot and try to make two baskets, and he really enjoyed that. So we're doing well with that. Also, we've introduced time, and he's doing well with that. He gets the hour, but he doesn't get the half hour. And so at this point, I'm trying to figure out how I can teach him and help him understand the half hour, because he'll see the 6 and he forgets that that's like the 30 minutes. So we're working on that. I don't know what to do concerning that yet. And a lot of this is with some of these new things that he's learning. It will be trial and error because we never had to teach it before. Because of my oldest son's special needs, we never had to teach time. We never had to teach reading. And so that's, like I said, with my little one, that's why I'm learning to be very forgiving with myself and be very flexible and say, you know what, if it's just he's getting frustrated and I'm getting frustrated and I'm not getting the concept across, let's try something differently. But like I said, he does get the 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, the hour concept, and he goes and he'll look at the clock on the microwave, and like the other day, my husband said he told me the time. It was like 9:47. It was 9:47. But what he'll say is it's 9:47 o'clock, and we have to let him know it's not o'clock. It's just 9:47. So that's been interesting. But he's getting the idea, and he's learning how to tell time. And I like when you okay? Oh, you okay? No, I'm not. Oh. What else was I gonna say? I haven't been making a lot of things for the boys, this year because the time it takes. I haven't had the time. Honestly, I haven't. So, but I'm not beating myself up about it. I'm thankful that I've been able to find things that's already made for the boys. And so I've been using it. I've been taking advantage. Okay, honey. Please wait. I'm doing my video. But I've been able to find a lot of things that are already pre-made that I can use for the boys. Games that I found for the little one. And so I've been able to use that. And it's taken a lot of stress off of me because I'm like, I don't have to try to make the time right now to make these games or make certain things by hand. Now, I have done some things here and there, but it wasn't very time consuming. And the stuff that's going to take more time, I'm going to get into that in the summertime. And I will talk about our summertime routine in a little bit. I'm going to move on to my big guy. He will be 13 in June, so that's a big deal. We're very happy, but it's also different because we're going to be parents of a teenager, and not just a teenager, but a special needs child, also going through puberty. So that's different. So to deal with a child that's special needs and going through puberty is different. He is sleeping a lot. And so that makes doing a lot of hands-on things with him a little difficult right now. Also, when we do his therapies, the stretching, the massaging. Hold on, guys. Okay, you're going to have to make mud on the floor. Put it all on the floor, please. Okay. Thank you. Move your toy out the way. Okay. But when we're when we do his therapies, his massages, and his my husband does his stretches, and we get him in a stander. He's tired after that. He is tired. And so what ends up happening is he falls asleep, and we let him sleep because he needs his rest. And at the end of the day, sometimes at nighttime, I'll sit and read to him. Read books pertaining to science or history, I'll read to him. And so that's been the bulk of homeschooling with the big one. What else? Also, sometimes we're doing videos. I'll find something on YouTube that may relate to what I had planned for that day for him, and he'll watch a video. And that's it. And I'm at peace with that, because my expectations for him are totally different than his little brother, because his little brother is typical and he can do more. He can let mommy and daddy know what he's learning and when he's ready to move on to something different. Kind of switching gears back to the little one, we kind of also do child-led learning with him. So I had mentioned with the telling time, I personally was not ready to introduce telling time to him, but he started showing the interest, and so I just was like, okay, well, we're gonna go with this. I don't want to put out that flame or that interest of learning time because mommy's not ready. I'm like, okay, how hard could it be to just teach him 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock? Like, I had to get over that. I'm like, okay, he wants to know, so I'm gonna teach him. But back to my big guy. Our expectations for my big guy is different with my younger guy. The important thing with my oldest son is that he gets the physical therapy, that his muscles are stimulated, that he's the blood circulation, his hamstrings are getting stretched, fingers, head, just from head to toe. Physical therapy it's important. So I'm not bothered by the fact that we're not as hands-on right now, because he needs that physical therapy. He's 13. He's gained about 15 or 16 pounds in the last couple of months because we had to switch his formula, because the formula he was on, he wasn't gaining as much weight. He was just kind of at a standstill. And so we knew, it was like, okay, we need to change some things around. So we had to change his formula, which was giving him more calories. So he's putting on more weight. And it's like, with a child that's special needs and they're non-mobile, you want them to gain weight, but you don't want them to gain weight too quickly, which we're thankful he didn't gain weight too quickly. But you also got to keep up that physical therapy, because that weight, the way it may distribute on that child, it could cause joint pain. It can cause joint pain and stuff like that. So it's important for us to keep up that physical therapy so he's not in any pain or discomfort. So that's where we're at with him. So yeah, I'm learning more in 2015 to be flexible and to relax. And I'm happy. I'm happy. I was a little bothered. So I'm like, man, why am I not getting these other things done that I wanted to get done concerning making things? And I was just like, I just did not, the time just was not there for me. And I was like, you know what? You got all these other great resources here that you found, use them. And I made peace with that. And I know as the little one gets older and he can start, definitely being more self-sufficient, I'll have the time to make more things. But for right now, I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with what we're doing. The little one is learning. He's thriving. The big one, he's thriving. He's doing well. And I'm so thankful. I really am. Um, I really am thankful. So, moving on to the summertime, I just when I really think when I really think about us homeschooling and the fact that I'm doing it, and to see the progress that the little one is making, to see my big guy in his own way, the progress that he's made, and what we're trying to be consistent with him about. I mean, what we're trying to be consistent with him concerning his health and his care. I'm happy, and I know we're doing our best. And I think the fact that he's going to be 13, it's just amazing. It really is. It really is amazing. And he has not had any serious health issues in a long time. No major surgeries in a long time. And so I'm just really happy and thankful that we can do this. And my boys are benefiting very well from us homeschooling. On to the summertime. I was not expecting that to happen, but oh well. On to the summertime. The summertime is going to be very relaxed. We're still going to do year round because we're only doing 3 days a week. So that's very helpful. But we're only doing 3 times a week. In the beginning of June, we will be signing up for the Mind, Body, and Soul summer reading program at our library. And I will mention that again. Once we sign up, I'll probably do another video again. I'm talking about that. There's a couple of activities that are coming up. They're going to have a science fair, a science maker fair, if I'm correct, at our main library. So we're going to do that. Try to be outside a lot. Try to get my big guy on his special bike. He has a special bike. Last year it was just too hot. He doesn't do well when it's extremely hot. So he couldn't get on his bike. And then the days where it wasn't hot, it was raining. So hopefully this summer, we can get, nice 75, maybe 80 degrees with a nice breeze, and we can get him out on his bike. My plan is to get stuff ready for the upcoming school year. I am really strongly considering doing that box setup for the little one where you have everything laid out in a box for the curriculum that you're doing, or not the curriculum, but the subject that you're going to be teaching, and have everything that you need for that specific subject together in the box. I will be introducing more STEAM-based stuff to my little one this year because the plan for next year is to be doing more STEM-based. I would like to do more hands-on stuff during the summer, some little science projects here and there, because we really haven't done any this school year. So, in review, we're still gonna, with the little one, we're still gonna work on handwriting, reading, and math. We're still gonna work on that, but just probably do it in different ways, but just to keep those skills strong. But that's basically it. We're gonna do the reading program for the library. We're gonna go to the maker fair, and we're gonna try to do some science experiments. Try to be outside, and just review, and then probably towards the end of summer, introduce new concepts that we're going to be doing in the upcoming school year. So that is it for this video, guys. I will see you all again next time. Bye.